What the hell is an academic weapon?
Absolute academic weapon. Academic weapon. We are first row in a 700-person lecture class. Let's go.
Apparently, it was a term in 2022, so I'm a bit late. As Google describes it, it's a student who excels academically, often through consistent effort, strong study habits, and a commitment to learning. In other words, the university version of a teacher's pet. Not to throw any shade, okay? I know like this movement is based in this idea of wanting to succeed, but immediately when I heard of this term, I just felt like it was pretty cringe. Like, academic weapon. It's like something that Nathan Fielder would have come up with. Like, I'm going to devise a plan for people to become an academic weapon. You know, from Nathan For You or something like that. It just sounds like it makes the university a war zone. As somebody who loves attending school and uni, it puts a negative taste in me mouth. I've heard people say like, oh, and an academic is not afraid of the test. The test is afraid of them. But I came across another term that I feel like is more accurate. I would call it a study gremlin. I have my gremlins poster back here. Ignore the mess on the floor. We're just gonna look at the poster. I feel like a study gremlin makes more sense because it showcases the reality of how academics are or students are, like gremlins. I'm assuming everybody knows the film, like directed by Xanthe, really famous children's horror film. And there are basically rules to follow. These creatures in the film, they're actually mogwai, and they're cute, like Gizmo here. Like, he's adorable, and you want to pet him, and he plays piano and sings. But if you don't follow the rules, it ends up spawning gremlins. The 3 rules that I feel like could follow the academic life as well is 1, avoid bright light. Bright light, bright light. I just imagine a lot of students are just in their cubby, especially if you're like a film, like I like working in editing and you're just there in the dark, and someone who works really late, like myself. Actually, I hate bright light to begin with. I have discovered the special glasses for people who are light sensitive, which I am, unless you go to Scandinavia, because that's the area where they actually care about how they light things. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So basically, bright light sucks. Don't get them wet. I feel like that could be a double meaning. I'm not going to go there because this is not that type of channel. If we're working like towards a deadline, we're not going to do basic necessities. We're probably not going to eat very well. We're not going to shower. We're not going to do those things that we typically would if we were not students. I mean, hopefully you're practicing hygiene as you're getting through it towards these, if you have exams or thesis that you're working on, you know, as a PhD student. But yeah, like, you don't get wet. 3, don't feed after midnight. In the film, this is the final thing that causes like you to become a gremlin. And for students, it's kind of like like we're coffee fiends, right? So we're drinking coffee and stuff, but into midnight, it's kind of like, well, you probably shouldn't. Do we do it? Yes, unless you have a nighttime kind of schedule where you're waking up into the night. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Basically, the point is that I feel like this idea of the academic weapon is really strange, but if you're into it, sure, that works for you. To me, I like the idea of a study gremlin because it kind of pokes fun at what it's really like to be a student. If we're gonna make this more of a serious thing, and take care of yourself, have your basic necessities, eat normally, and don't be around environments that upset you. To me, like, that's what the gremlin rules are. It's translated into an academic sense. I feel like that sounds less daunting than this idea of what an academic weapon is. Like, it just sounds very trendy. I like it better when things are more grounded, especially when you're doing a PhD and you're already super overwhelmed with like such a huge goal in itself. So it's like, why are you going to place another label onto yourself as you're trying to reach another label? Hopefully this was interesting, and hopefully you know what Gremlins is now if you didn't before. Maybe you can watch it. If you have any more suggestions for a vlog or questions on PhD life or anything related to academia, I would love to do it. So leave a comment below and I will get to it if I can. And have a lovely morning, afternoon. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening. Please subscribe if you want to. So thank you. Bye.